welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NBA Bit. Hope everybody's having a nice little Monday. It's dreary. It's dreary up in here as we adjust the camera. But it's not freezing, so we'll take that. We'll take that. We get a fun little March 16th day. We're gonna cover this weekend's hoops. We've got an 8-game slate tonight to get you ready for some more sweaty action. Got a lot of fun stuff. Just like a couple of businessy things here today. Live Before Lock is going to be an hour earlier than it typically is, so 4 p.m. Eastern start. Because I got stuff to do. We're going to see Zach Lowe tonight. So, personally, no, we're just going to go to a show. So we have that going on tonight. One other thing too, I wanted to shout out. It's March Madness time, and we are partnering up with Splash Sports yet again for a survivor pool. We get a survivor pool. We currently have 500 entrants into this $10 entry. First place, so it's 8,700 up top, which is pretty fun because that's how the survivors work. Also, this prize pool is guaranteed. We get a sick ass guaranteed prize pool. So if you're into that stuff, why don't I I don't want to cancel the contest. Good Lord. I'm going to share a link for you right now. So you can come in and hang out. I know Patty Coyne was flexing in the chat or in the Discord this morning that he's got like 155 entrants or whatever. Let's enough of that. We can talk about it a little bit later. Let's get into the weekend stuff. Who do we have in the chat though? Happy birthday, says the Common Man 2. Troel Embiid, Blakey Griffin, Tim Hardaway Jr., and a private island owner, Reggie Bullock. How about Blake Griffin? Blake Griffin getting some love this weekend from Amazon, from the Prime, because he was doing I can't even do it. I can't do the laugh. I can't do it. But doing the Kawhi Leonard laugh, that was pretty good, right? So shout out Blakey Griffin. We got Sneeps in the chat. Let's go. Courtside Magic. Love to see it. Regulator asking if this is the best playoff race in the last 5 years. Yeah, you know what's kind of fun? It is a good playoff race, yet we know the 20 teams that are making the playoff / play-in, right? Like that has been decided for a couple of weeks now. All right, I'm going to take a coffee sip here. We might take the sweatshirt off, too. It's getting too sweaty up in here. Haven't decided yet. Let's just sweat it out, Let's just sweat it out here. We got Galactic in the chat. Love to see it. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, I want to start with Saturday because... okay, better comedian Blake or Zakarian. I'll say this, Stan. I'm a better actor. Blake Griffin, probably a better stand-up. Blake Griffin, legit a very good stand-up. So I'll give it to him. We get DJP in the chat. Let's start with the Lakers, though, because we continue to not really believe in the Lakers, and all they do is win. All I do is win. This was a fun game. I had a wonderful day on Saturday. I went to a friend of mine, Josh. Actually, you guys remember from the very beginning of this NBA season, our opening day show. Remember the guy who started the Referee Fantasy League? My friend Josh. He had Just for Laughs audition type showcase thing, and we went to go support our boy Joshy Kid up there, and it was a lot of fun. And a friend of mine who I haven't seen in a while, shout out Marina, did an Armenian bit. And so that inspired me to go. I did 2 comedy shows this weekend. There was an Armenian power hour that happened like a block away. So I went there yesterday. We were out there having fun. But I had a great time on Saturday. hung out with some friends after the show. We grabbed a drink at this place called Beauty Bar, which is exactly what you think it is. You can go get your hair done or your nails done and also get a beer. And it's not that I was there to go do that, but it's because also, you know what? Let's go on a little rant here. Hey, everybody, grow up and celebrate St. Patrick's Day on St. Patrick's Day. None of this bullshit. Saturday, March 14th, we're doing St. Patty's Day. The beauty of St. Patrick's Day is it doesn't matter if it falls on a Saturday, a Sunday, a Tuesday, or a Thursday. You're going to drink some Guinness and green shit that day. You don't get to just manufacture. This isn't Valentine's. You don't get to manufacture it. Anyway, so I was pissed because I was down in the Union Square area and everybody was the sun was out and people were hammered. Not like a fun hammer too. It was an aggressive hammer. It was like people were dancing but could fight at any second. So grow up and drink on a weekday like an adult. Anyways, we went to this beauty bar place, but afterwards, I got home just in time to watch most of the second half of this game here between the Lakers and the Nuggets. What a preamble, huh? You were in Union Square this weekend, courtside. When are you gonna let me know, bro? When are you gonna let me know? That's great though. Glad you get to do a little New York. This was a really fun game. Aaron Gordon. This is what you love to see here. If you're a Nuggets fan, hey, man, you took the L, played 35 minutes. Cam Johnson, this is like 3 games in a row. Cam Johnson knocking down shots. Was he getting cooked on defense? Yes. But the play of the game, Lakers down 3. Lakers down 3 with like no time left, right? So they foul. You were also at Astoria Park? Courtside. That's down the street. This is my neighborhood. God damn it, courtside. Anyways, down 3, they foul Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves goes to the line, right? And then the karma gods went and got him. AR-15 with an incredible. You got Aaron Gordon down low. You got Nikola Jokic down low. How are you going to get an offensive rebound? I tell you how. You're going to have to do some real like calculus to fire the ball off the left side of the front rim so that it kicks out. AR gets it, puts up a little teardrop, knocks it down. We saw old man LeBron James going full extension, laying out, grabbing loose balls. Luka was awesome in this game. Luka, 10 for 26, 4 for 14, 6 for 9 from the free throw line. 30 points, 13 dimes, and 11 boards. He was great. He hit a tough mid-range game winner. Honestly, he's hit that shot so many times that it doesn't look tough. And then, yeah, Marcus Smart, man. Marcus Smart hit a big 3, I think at the end of regulation, or was that I think it was at the end of regulation, hits a big 3. Then in overtime, there's this crazy play where Jamal Murray gets tied up. Oh, no, it was on the LeBron full extension, right? LeBron lays out. Jamal Murray gets on top of him for a little something, want a piece of that Kang. And then they get a jump ball, and you're like, oh, man, LeBron versus Jamal Murray, surely they're going to win this tip. Jamal gets the tip. Gordon corrals it, and then Marcus Smart, showing why he fraudulently won Defensive Player of the Year, picks the pocket, lays it in, gets the bucket. What a W in overtime for the Lakers. DJP asking why the Nuggets are so mid. Let's quickly hold on. Austin Reeves led the Lakers here with 32 points. He's on fire, man. 7 boards and 6 dimes. It seems like if you want to make one like overarching sweeping generalization of what we've seen from the Lakers in this 8-3 run in their last 11 games, just understanding roles. You know, that's what it feels like. LeBron's just like, hey, let me fit in where I can. Okay. You need me to go. You just need some dimes and some boards for me tonight. You need me to, just play shorter. I don't know. LeBron's just figured out like, hey, I'm probably option 3 here. I'm 41, bro. Let's relax. And DeAndre Ayton, like 9 and 9 in this game. He also played like okay defense on Jokic down the stretch, had a big block, but then didn't grab the rebound. It was kind of a weird possession, but he looked good. For the Nuggets side of stuff, Jokic just, continuing to go nuts. 5 steals, man, a block, 24, 16, and 14. Jamal had a terrible game. Holy shit. Or shout out Shorzy. Holy. 1 for 14 from the field, half of those from 3. Got to the line 3 times, 6 boards 6 times, and 6 fouls. The old 666. Yes, Satan. But Gordon looked good. Cam Johnson looked good. DJP asking, why did the Nugs look mid? I think there's a couple of things happening here. I think they're missing Peyton Watson. I think the real issue for the Nuggets, 2 things. There's nothing. I mean, there is continuity, but they're not playing a lot together, right? You know, like Aaron Gordon's in, Watson's out. Watson and Gordon are in, Cam Johnson's out. You know what I mean? Like they're just not all playing together. But I think the more concerning thing is the last couple minutes of the game. They've given a few games away this season, especially the second half of the season, where they've been in good shape. They've been in good shape down the stretch, game in hand, and then find a way to blow it. And that is concerning, considering that is like what they've been good at. That's kind of like, oh, if this game stays close, you know? So anyways, Denver falls to 41-27. They were on a little bit of an impressive run, though, right? That was a no. Houston, San Antonio was a back-to-back. They got W's over Houston and San Antonio this week, and then dropped this one to the Lakers, which it has to be frustrating because the game was in hand. Regulators saying seems like the Lakers could make a run, but eventually get swept. Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. The more I look at this, like the only reason Denver is considered a real threat here in the Western Conference is because of how awesome Jokic is, right? That's it. Like he transcends everything else. That's the reason we consider Denver like having a puncher's chance. But I think Denver, the Lakers, Minnesota, and Houston are all like fun teams that aren't gonna do it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I know it's a tough schedule, but everyone is missing guys. So it doesn't work for the Nuggets. Okay. You know what? I think it does. I don't know. Anyways, a good win for the Lakers here. Let's do Minnesota OKC from yesterday. We'll kind of bop around for the weekend. Minnesota, man, they had this game. Randall was awesome. 32-7-6 was attacking. You could see, right? They were down 1 at the end of the first, but up 6 at halftime, and then just got punked in the second half. Anthony Edwards just 6 turnovers, man. Had as many turnovers as rebounds, more turnovers than dimes. 6 for 17 shooting. I mean, what has happened to Jaden McDaniels? What has happened, man? I had DeSumo outplaying him off the bench. He's just not the same dude right now. Dante DiVincenzo, kind of his 3-ball was keeping him in the game for a little bit. He finished with 16-9. Ayo gave him 18-4 off the bench. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this Minnesota team. I don't get it. I don't get why they're bad. SGA, 7 for 22 from the field. He was having a terrible game. I think he had 10 points going into the fourth quarter. And then everybody was like, oh, no, his 20-point streak is going to be over. Listen, I thought it was really cool that he broke the 20-point streak. But you know what I don't want to do? I don't want to talk about it every time he gets there. You know what I mean? Anyways, he had 17 points. The shot clock winding down, 2 minutes to go. Hits an insane baseline, like fadeaway baseline and 1 on Anthony Edwards. Knocks down the free throw, gets to 20 points. Everybody jerks off. Chet Holmgren had 21 and 9. He had 4 stocks. Look at the bench, though. Bench mob. You got 37 plus 15. What's that? 52 points combined from the bench there. 20 from Isaiah Joe. Look at this. This is 9 for 17 3-point shooting between Isaiah Joe and Jared McCain. How about the 76ers, man? Even when they're not playing basketball games, they're getting L's. Jared McCain continues to hoop, even though they sold high on him. Right, Daryl Morey? Right, Morey? Regulators saying Finch will be gone next season. I also agree with this. You know who else might be gone? Daryl Morey. Good God. McCain, like, immediately playing, like, just crunch time minutes for this team. Thunder moved to 53-15. T-Wolves are 41-27. Let me go back to Friday since we're covering the whole weekend. I just want let's just hit some of these big time games, right? Because there's only a couple good games a day now. Houston and the Pelicans. This isn't considered a big game, but you know why we're going to talk about it? Because I did watch the last few minutes of this game. This was some of the dumbest fucking basketball I've seen in a long time. Like a long time. So Houston has a comfortable lead, okay? Houston, or like double digits, right? Houston's doing fine. In classic Houston Rockets late game fashion, the Pelicans go on 11 or 13-1 or 0 run. Just come storming back, take the lead. Now this game should be over. You have Zion try to inbound a pass to, I think, Herb Jones, who just got stuck. I don't know what happened. Did not run for the ball and fell on the ground. Ball goes out of bounds. You had DeJounte Murray, who just panicked because the Thompson twin was too close to him. He ran out of bounds. And there was one other turnover too. It was batshit watching that game where it's just kind of like, it felt like two people being like, you take the ball, like hot potato, but the potato was the win. No one wanted to hold the win. DeJounte was awesome though. He's questionable tonight because he's been a little under the weather. But DeJounte, look at this: 31 minutes, 14 for 18 from the field, 4 for 5 from 3, 35, 7 and 4. Zion here, it's crazy, man. The Zion numbers have dipped a little bit since DeJounte has come back, which makes sense. But the efficiency of Zion has been nuts. 7 for 10 from the field, 7 for 9 from the field, 21 and 5. Trey Murphy still playing a boatload of minutes, 14, 7 and 6 with a few turnovers. Abe Bay has really cooled off. And then Derek Queen plays 12 minutes now. Good trade. Taylor in the chest is actually here live because my dog heard the wind and wouldn't shut the fuck up. Good morning, y'all. Yeah, hey, you guys want to do a weather report? What's going on? I saw all of my Twitter yesterday was just like people sharing maps that are bright red and being like, we're all going to die. So I hope not. Guys. Rooting for us all. Rooting for health and not crazy wind. It is 58 degrees here in New York, and it feels great, even though it's a little rainy. But anyway, sorry you're up early, but glad you're here, Taylor. The Houston side of things, KD, 32 points in 40 minutes on 13 for 24 shooting. Amen. 23, 12, and 8. Pants up, no gooning. Şengün missed this game. Şengün missed the game. He's questionable tonight. He's dealing with some lower back pain. Same, bro. Same. 70-mile-an-hour winds. All right. What's that? My fastball when I was in college? That's not a brag, by the way. That's not a brag. That's embarrassing. Tari Eason. What's going on with Tari Eason? No Şengün, wheels up on Eason, right? What's happening? What's happening with Şengün? I mean, with Tari Eason, I don't know what's going on. Jabari Smith Jr., he was hooping a little bit. Reed Shepherd off the bench, 18 and 5 with a steal and a block. And then Clint Capella playing 22 minutes. Houston, they get the W. Pellies get the loss, whatever. Let's go back. Anything else on Friday night? Clippers in the Chicago Bulls. The bad news for was it this game? No, I think Kawhi got hurt in the second game. Kawhi got dinged up over the weekend. He rolled an ankle. Clippers win this on 119-108. Can we just talk about Josh Giddey for a second? The weekend that Giddey up had. So he plays this game, right? Josh Giddey in the loss plays 39 minutes, 20 points, 11 boards, 10 dimes, 2 steals, and a block. Now, of course this means he's not going to play the back-to-back, right? There's no way. We'll talk about that game in a second. But let's quickly, the Clippers. I mentioned Kawhi. He rolled his ankle in the second game. He's probably out for tonight. He had 28, 4, and 3 in this one. How about Jordan Miller? Jordan Miller played 27 minutes. Benedict Mathurin, 26 points and 6 boards. Clippers got the W, and the Bulls take the L. Let's go do the second Bulls game here, because look at this shit. The Bulls play. Oh, that was the back-to-back. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. That was the back-to-back. They lost to the Lakers the night before. And the Lakers the night before. So that was on the back-to-back. He played 39 minutes. The night before, he played 40 with 27, 15, and 6. Giddy up. Giddy up is here. So that's fun. That's fun if you're a Bulls fan. Although I got to tell you, man, Chicago is fucking brain dead. Like, I love that they're like, hey, listen, hey, Utah, Utah. We see what Utah's doing. Washington Wizards. We see what you're doing. You're playing everybody 18 to 24 minutes. Indiana Pacers. I see you, bro. Siakam, who is actually hurt. Nembhard, you're going to start, but then you're going to disappear. You're going to take a dump at halftime. We're never going to see you again. Kings, we see what you're doing. You played 6 guys last night, although the Kings have won now 2 games in a row. Chicago, what if we play our best player 40 minutes back-to-back? Sure, why not? They play the Grizzlies tonight. That's going to be hilarious. That's going to be hilarious. Let's see. Any other games from last night? Let's talk about Toronto, who has strung together a couple of W's, mainly because Toronto beat good teams. They beat the Pistons. Not used to this, right? Shout out Honey Badger. We're used to Toronto being awful. Son J. Rich said Giddy game winner versus the Lakers last year helped the Mavs get Cooper, basically. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Instead of Vegas, they should put the expansion team in Chicago. That's a good bet. That's a good bet right there. Clippers versus the Suns will be a fun playing game. That will be a fun playing game. All right, so in this one, Cade, 33 points, 9 dimes. You had Jalen Duren had 20 and 11. Toby with 21. But let's look at Toronto. Scotty Barnes, 14, 10, and 8 with 3 blocks and a steal. Brandon Ingram be hooping. He had 30. Okay, actually, let's talk about Brandon Ingram for a second. All right. Brandon Ingram gave us the Cam Thomas. All right. 34 points, 1 rebound, and 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers means -3, right? So he had more points than fantasy points. Brandon Ingram. Thank you, Brandon Ingram. Power Duster in the chat says that DeJounte Murray moment, right, where he stood up over Jamal Shed, saying might be a turnaround for them to actually be able to stand up to physicality. I hope so. But anyways, BI at 34 points. RJ Barrett, man, I think I'm just an RJ fan now. I think the Knicks, I don't like how it ended for him in Bing Bong. I felt like he got a raw end of the deal. 39 minutes, 27 and 6. Love what we're seeing from RJ. IQ did not do much. And then off the bench, Sandro, he played 15 minutes. Still no CMB, are you with me? No Colin Murray Boyles. Pirtle Power, he had 21 and 18. Wow, big time Pirtle. Pirtle outdoing Duren. Good win for Toronto, who's like trying to stay out of the play-in game right now. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else from that day that we need to talk about? Let's give them something to talk about. All right, let's look at the Kings here just for a second. They win 116 and 111. Kings win 2 games. They beat the Clippers. And then surely they're going to rest all of their guys, right? You can't win 2 games in a row if you're the Bing Bong Boys. I mean, if you're the like the Beam Boys, you can't do that. So here's who they run out. Precious Achiuwa, Maxime Reneux, DeMar DeRozan. They signed Kevin O'Connor's Killian Hayes to a 2-year deal. Also, real quick, the most on-brand bullshit was KOC doing a video from he was like driving from Massachusetts to New York, I think is what he said. And he was like, I had to, Killian Hayes signs a 2-year deal. He's like, I had to do a deal from my self-driving Tesla. But anyways, yeah, you need to start actually picking DeMar and Splash. Apparently, I think DeMar. The rule that I have now. It took me too many L's on this. If Russ sits, play DeMar. If DeMar sits, play Russ. Can't play him if they're both playing. Killian Hayes, 16-8 and 5. Neat Clifford, 10 and 4. Dougie Sneeps, are you still listening? Doug McDermott played 29 minutes last night. Kings get 2 W's. This is actually kind of a bad idea for the Kings, as the Jazz now 20 and 48. Jazz are trying so hard to lose that they sat Kyle Filipowski. Isaiah Collier, 21 and 5. Look at Cody Williams, 38 minutes, 34 points, 7 boards, 7 dimes. Come on. Sensible only played 23 minutes because they needed to lose. Why you got to be so Harkless? Had 13 points in 40 minutes. Like, look at this. These are who played. Cody Williams played 38. Harkless played 40. Anderson Garcia sounds more like a UFC guy than a hooper. He played 43 minutes. Besma Bang played 33 minutes, guys. Should we get Besma Bang jerseys? Can we play him in So Rare? Besma Bang. 2 points, 3 boards, 3 dimes, 2 steals in 33 minutes. That's, dude, to only take 2 shots in 33 minutes is crazy work. Just crazy work. Besma Bang. Dallas beat Cleveland yesterday. What the hell was that? Huh? Look at PJ. Oh, we're gonna play the fucking drop. PJ Washington 5 steals and a block. Are you kidding me, bro? Let's do the PJ drop. Let's do it, PJ Washington.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
PJ Washington dropped 54 fantasy points in the early slate. Woo, baby. 20, 11, 5 steals and a block. This is actually something to pay attention to here. Gaffy Duck. Daniel Gafford was ruled out with an illness yesterday. Now, they play tonight, too, and he's questionable with still said illness. I just kind of assumed he was sitting the front end of the back-to-back, and they'd play him tonight. But that's something to pay attention to because I thought Marvin Bagley would start at the 5 when Gafford was out. But instead, they went to small ball 5 with PJ. They were going up with Evan Mobley and said, we don't need a center, and they played PJ. Najee Marshall had 25, 7, and 5 there in 32 minutes. That was fun. Scooper Duper Flag had 27, 10, and 6. He's trying to make his push for ROY. And then, like, Chris Middleton, how many minutes? Middleton played 24 minutes. He kind of sucked. Bags only played 16. So, anyways, if Gafford's out tonight, that's something to pay attention to. Then instead of going to Bags, maybe it's PJ night. Maybe it's PJ night again. For the Cavs have been playing some good ball. They fall to 41-27, but they did get some good news. Look at Strus. Max, you know that kid meme? That kid meme, the kid in high school, the brain band, he's like, right? Like that was, I think, Max Strus waiting to play basketball because in his first game back after the Lisfranc injury, right? He's been out forever. He comes out 7 for 9 from the field, 6 for 7 from 3, 24 and 8. And I know it's like hard to just be like, whoa, look at this after the Cavs drop a game to the Mavericks at home. But to get Strus back is like a really big deal. Like Keon Ellis played 31 minutes. He's still been playing solid D. Donovan Mitchell played almost 40. He had 26 and 11. James Harden, 13, 7, and 5. Mobley with 18, 11, and 4. But like to get Strus back, and then it just, Dennis Schroeder, you play 20 minutes instead of 30 minutes. Keon's still going to play a lot of minutes, but Dean Wade, you only play 26 minutes. You don't have to go as heavy with Tomlin. That's good news for the Cavs to get Strus. We just let the Strus loose. Let him loose. All right, what other games do we have? Anything else we need to get to from Sunday or Saturday? I don't really want to talk about the Bucks Pacers. They won 134-123. Giannis with 31-14. Nesmith with 32. Quickly, we can talk about the 76ers, I guess, because these are important W's because they're trying to fight off falling to the 9-10 spot. Denny played 38 minutes. Something to pay attention to because what's their name? Oh my god, I'm forgetting the name. They play again tonight. He played 38 minutes. I'm curious if he goes tonight. Kling Kong, 11 and 15. Drew Holiday, pretty bad game of 24 minutes, so I expect him to be back. Scoot played 24 minutes. He had 11. But anyways, look at Justin Edwards. Look at the starting 5. Edwards, Barlow, Bona, Grimes, and VJ. Grimes, who has gotten plenty of opportunity the last couple of games, but has not really shown out. He plays 40 minutes, goes for 31. Bona was bad. Barlow, 11 points. Edwards, I mentioned, had a couple of steals. And then VJ, 18 and 12. Shout out VJ. But you look at the bench minutes. Drum Dog Millionaire, 17 boards in 35 minutes. They're done with the Bona. Beauchamp played some minutes. Watford, whatever. Let's do the Magic game, too, because I did forget the Magic played Miami. They got a big game tonight, too, against A-Town Down. Okay, yeah, 121-117. Pretty good road win for the Magic as the Heat got Hero back. They got Storm and Norman back, and it did not matter. Paolo here, 27, 8, and 7. Tristan da Silva had 11 and 8. Just real quick on da Silva, he has been playing some pretty good ball. Since Black went down and he had to insert himself into the starting lineup. I know he only had 11 in this game, but he's been chucking lately. He's been shooting that 3 ball. Wendell Carter Jr., 15 and 8. Bang, had 21. And then Suggs, 14, 6, and 5. Miami, right? Bam, 20 and 7. He had 4 steals and 2 blocks. Khalil Ware had a WW, 13 and 10. Good to see Ware getting up to almost 30 minutes here. Davion, 14 and 4. Hero was rough, man. 2 for Suggs put him in the sugged it up. I don't know. Hero had 10 and 6. Pele, 15. So Jaime off the bench played 30 minutes. Norm off the bench played 31 minutes. So I was kind of curious about this rotation to see Norm and Jaime both play like 6.5 men. And I'm curious to see if they do that in their next game. But Kasparas Yakotonis, he only played 18 minutes now with everybody back. Still no Wiggins, still no Fontecchio. But Magic 38-28, Miami Heat 38-30. Let's go see any other games we need to get to before. I kind of want to spend more time just like previewing tonight. Spurs, we're going to talk about San Antonio. Listen, man, the Charlotte back down to 500. I'm still fun. I'm still in on Charlotte, okay? I'm still in on Charlotte, but what I will say is that because everybody else around them keeps winning, it seems like they are falling apart here, but they're not. They're still 7-3 in their last 10. San Antonio just too good. Too good. NBA J77 in the chat says, hey, great show. Thank you, man. What the hell is wrong with the conditioning team? Every season we get to this stage and bang, injury after injury. We're going to play some jokers again. Well, okay, here's the thing, NBA J. I don't even know if it's conditioning. It's your boy Nick Nurse is a nurse and not a doctor. I don't know. That feels, I don't know. I don't want to disparage nurses. I guess the point I'm making is Nick Nurse is playing guys 40 minutes a game. And that's bad. The Embiid condition, it's not really conditioning. He's just too big and broken down. Paul George is just doing drugs. But I think you're playing Kelly Oubre 36, 38 minutes a game. Maxey, 40 minutes a game. VJ, 40 minutes a game. Like, you do that for a whole season. And when you have, like Maxey's required to do so much. We even heard him complain about it a couple of weeks ago, right? Where he's like, yeah, we're a couple of different teams. We're the team when we have Paul George and everybody else. And Embiid, and then we're the team when we have the skeleton crew. And Maxey's playing 40 minutes no matter who they have healthy. And even in games where like the 76ers blow a team out or get blown out, Maxey's still somehow playing 35 minutes. And so it's just going to happen. Like, it's just going to happen. Regulator saying back to the Hornets, the last 5 games, the Hornets have dropped to the 20th offense and defense. Yeah, tougher matchups too. San Antonio's just too good, man. 115-102. Connie Knippel continues to chuck that 3 ball. 3 for 10 from 3. He had 20 and 6. LaMelo, 17-4. Had to deal with Castle and Fox. Not as fun. Miller gave us a Jamal Murray there. 2 for 14 from the field. 2 for 7 from 3. 6 and 6. Yikes. Kobe White actually had a solid game, though. 18 off the bench. Wemby was too good. They just don't have an answer, man. Like, the Cockbrenner Moussa Diabate thing is fun until you have a 7-footer in there. Actually, Matty Harrison, this is a great bit, said Paul George, back to the Sixers, said Paul George did the most to try and stay healthy and got penalized for it. You know, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. We got Mike Bass in the chat. Billy the Kid. Kawhi is still being drafted. Oh, is he really? I mean, he's definitely not playing tonight. If he was in the 6th round, fine. NBA J back to that says by trading McCain to get under the tax is ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, it was dumb. And like, they need McCain right now. That's the joke of it all, is that McCain would be useful. Dylan Harper is dinged up, and Luke Cornett got hurt in this game. Both of those guys are out for tonight. Castle here, 15, 10, and 7. That was pretty fun for Castle. Vassell knocked down a couple troubles. But yeah, the story is Wemby. Wemby, man, we talked about this after the Celtics game. He's averaging like 2 made threes a game, knocked down 8 against the Celtics, 5 against the Hornets. He's just too good. He's too good, man. 4 blocks, 2 steals. Wemby mania. Let's just look at the standings for a little bit, and then we'll get into tonight's slate and try to figure out what we're doing here. So on the Eastern Conference, and this is to shout out Regulator, right? He called this out earlier. Even though we know all the 10 teams in both conferences that are going to be a part of the playoff/play-in, there's still so much up for grabs, right? The Celtics have right. So the Pistons here, 4-game lead over the Celtics. Celtics, who got Tatum back. I didn't talk about this, but Tatum played 32 minutes against the Wizards and put up like 27 and 10. He was awesome. They play the Suns tonight, but what I was going to point out, the Celtics have like the 5th or 6th hardest schedule the rest of the way out. The Knicks, on the other hand, are like the 25th or 26th easiest schedule. The Knicks got Cat and Josh Hart back over the weekend. I wouldn't be stunned if the Knicks caught up to the Celtics here and stole that 2nd seed away. The Cavs dropping that game and being 5-5 over their last 10. They're still 2.5 games back from the Knicks. The Cavs feel like they're in the 4 seed unless O-Town, because I wanted all or nothing at all, the Orlando Magic, they're only 2 games back from the Cavs here. Half-game lead over the Raptors. Real quick, Orlando and Atlanta play each other tonight. They've won a combined 16 effing games in a row. What? That's nuts. But anyways, Magic here, half game lead over the Raptors, who have a half game lead over the Heat, who have a full game lead over the 76ers, who have a half game lead over the Hawks, who have a game and a half lead over the Hornets. I got to tell you, I was really excited about these Charlotte Hornets, maybe catching the 6 seed, but like more realistically catching the 7-8 seed. They have to leapfrog too many teams. And real quick, I know we did this last week. The Hawks have won 9 in a row. And everybody's hard like they've been spending the day at Magic City right now, and that they're like, oh my God, watch out for Atlanta. Let's just real quick in these 9 games, the Brooklyn Nets, congratulations. The Washington Wizards 1 time, Washington Wizards 2 times. The Trailblazers, okay, that's kind of a legitimate win. The Milwaukee Bucks are not a serious team. 76ers are a hospital crew. The Dallas Mavericks are actively trying to lose games. The Brooklyn Nets again, and then the aforementioned Milwaukee Bucks. So Atlanta has basically beaten the Washington Generals and the YMCA 12 and under squad. So I'm not ready to anoint the Atlanta Hawks as a deep run playoff team. But anyways, they have a fun matchup tonight against the Orlando Magic. Okay. That NBA said what cap hit would be hit with the Sixers bought out PG. Also, the Raptors look kind of under the radar. Yeah, I actually don't know enough about the cap stuff, NBA, but for the Raptors, I just wasn't taking the Raptors seriously until they won a real game, right? They'd like lose to the Rockets, lose to the Celtics, to the Knicks, and then they would beat like the Kings. But they had a good win this weekend over the Pistons, so I think that's good. Oh, that's pretty good, Jump Shoot. I like that. Magic Carp in the chat too saying, "Oh, an hour and a half through the blizzard to do taxes for other people. Gross." Let's do the Western Conference now after doing the East. OKC and San Antonio just cooking, man. Thunder have won 8 in a row, 53 and 15. Again, I feel like we do this every time we go over it, right? The Thunder just have not had their guys, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they throw out there. They're just going to keep winning 53 and 15. We keep trying to talk ourselves into, Jokic, though. Jokic is a problem. Watch out for Wemby and the Spurs. And then the Thunder just keep winning. But where it really gets fun is this 3 to 7 range, right? So you have the Lakers, 8-2 in their last 10. I think they're 8-2 in the last 10. Winners are 5 in a row. They're 42 and 25. The Rockets, who play tonight, are one. They're a half game back, 1 in the win column behind. The Nuggets here are 41 and 27, same record as the Timberwolves. And then the Suns, still hanging around there, a game and a half back. Clippers, we just mentioned right there without Kawhi, most likely for at least one game, maybe a couple. The Warriors are still without Steph Curry. They do get a couple of guys back tonight. And then the Blazers, whatever, the Grizzlies. Remember DeJounte Murray last week being like, hey, don't sleep on the Pelicans making a play in Bush. You're still going to make up 10 games, bro. Let's look at tonight's stuff. Try to find some angles. I see our guy, Billy the Kid, saying is Porzingis going to have a 60 fantasy point night against the Wizards. I mean, man, if you could get Porzingis to play 27 minutes tonight, would be pretty fun. No Big Al in this one. We got Bowdivine in the chat. Hell yeah, brother. Just a reminder, a couple of quick things here before we get into tonight's stuff. If you guys aren't subscribed to Bagel with Locks, my daily or Monday through Friday Substack that does more like fantasy sports betting stuff, just drop the link into the chat. Go check that out. That's been a lot of fun. Over the weekend, or I think it was on Friday, we were in the leaderboard of Rising Sports Substacks. We were like top 50 or top 60 or something like that. That was pretty sick. We fell off the leaderboard though, so I need you bros to go sign up for it. But yeah, go check that out. And then we'll be back again tonight at 4:00 too for Live Before Lock. Just a reminder on that. And if you're tuning in for the first time, do me a favor, subscribe to the show. We do the NBA bit Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. And then subscribe to the show, subscribe to the podcast, do all the things. All right. So we got Magic and the Hawks. Atlanta's favored by 3.5. I was kind of surprised by this line. Why is Atlanta favored by 3.5? I know they're at home. Atlanta has beaten children for the last couple of weeks. What are we doing? Orlando is still without Anthony Black and Franz Wagner. Jed Howard, I believe, is questionable tonight as well. Jalen Suggs, this is a fun spot for him. It's like two swipe artists in Suggs versus Dyson Daniels. On the Atlanta side, Jonathan Kuminga, right? He missed a bunch of games with a knee injury, came back, played 19 minutes, and then was out again. He's questionable tonight. I don't really know what that means. If Jalen Johnson, the new Russell Westbrook, just like a triple-double every time out. He's been really good. And then on the Underdog app, like the whole Atlanta team is available in the 6th round, not named Jalen Johnson. So if you want to adjust your porn search to older, you got CJ McCollum. If you want to do younger, you got Dyson Daniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. If you want to go big, you got Onyeka Okongwu. No, there was no need to sexualize that, but we did. I kind of think Orlando. Is anyone else surprised by this line? Atlanta being favored? I don't know. I was surprised. I mean, I know they're home. I just was surprised by this. Okay, Golden State favored by 7.5. We got a 232.5 point total. 2.5 point total here. Warriors are still without Steph Curry and Seth Curry. They're without Al Horford. I mentioned that. They do get D'Anthony and Moses Moody as well. They do get D'Anthony Melton back. They did play last night. Let's quickly look at that game where the Bing Bong Boys won that one, 110-107. So you had somebody named Malevi Leons played 20 minutes. That sounds like a 2K player that somebody built. Guy Santos played 32. Quentin Pose, man, look, Quentin Pose, 22 points. He played 35. Dick Rich played 29. Podsgod played 37. Peyton played 28. Spencer played 23. Cryer. Oh, then Omer, your 6'7". He played 13 minutes too. So I mentioned they get Porzingis, Melton, and Draymond back. So I imagine post minutes go back down. Richards go down a little bit. So did Leons. I wonder if Gary Payton gets hit with any sort of Q tag. But anyways, we know the Wizards suck at defense. So I do want to get to Pod. I do want to get to some Guy Santos. I don't know. Are we really doing Porzingis? Like, what if Porzingis doesn't wear a mask and then all of a sudden he gets a cold, you know? We got NBA J. I'm going to shout out NBA J again, too. I love when new people check out the show. I appreciate you hanging out with us, man. Pods is... okay, hold on. This is where we might... I don't know if he's full Austin Reeves, but yes, I will tell you the Pod has... we were like high on Podziemski last year. Remember that Athletic article came out? The Athletic article came out and they were like, actually, Brandon Podziemski is going to shoot 11 3-pointers a game. He didn't, and he was bad, and he barely played. But now with all these injuries, he has been asked to do a lot more, and he has been doing good. We'll give Pod some love. On the Washington side of stuff, here's the good news. If your name's Trae Young, if your name's, Alex Sarr's already out, but Trae Young, Tristan Vukcevic, Bilal Coulibaly, maybe your name is just Kyle, and you bought courtside tickets to the game, you have a shot of playing 22 minutes. You're not going to play 26 minutes. You're not going to play 14 minutes. You're going to play just about 22 minutes. Everybody on the entire freaking Washington Wizards organization is going to play 22 minutes, except for Will Riley, because he's bad enough that he could play 30 minutes and it doesn't impact winning. Also, just a reminder, the NBA fined the Utah Jazz and Washington is fine. They sat Lauri Markkanen for a couple of fourth quarters, and then they got fined hundreds of thousands of dollars. The Washington Wizards are playing ChatGPT-ass names, 22 minutes a game, and it's fine. Anyways, Pods is almost 5 years younger than Reeves. Yeah, I'll take an L on this. As I was with my wife watching the Lakers-Nuggets game, and she said, how old is Austin Reeves? And I was like, I don't know, probably 24. I couldn't believe he was 27. But yeah, good point. Trailblazers and the Brooklyn Nets. Listen, it's Kling Kong time. Okay, Time Lord played yesterday. He's not going to play today. Portland's coming off a loss. I do think there's a chance Denny gets a midday Q tag today. 38 minutes, coming off a back injury, and you're playing the Brooklyn Nets, who, if we weren't just talking about the Washington Wizards, we would talk about how shitty they are. Brooklyn is without Michael Porter Jr., Yegor Demon, Terrence Mann, Day'Ron Sharp, Noah Clowney. They're without a bunch of dudes. Claxton will play 20 minutes. The only Brooklyn net I'm kind of excited about is Danny Wolf. Ben Saraf is also questionable too. I don't know. These games sucks. Over under 9 people at this game tonight. I don't know. But anyways, Klink Kong should absolutely just destroy in this spot. Celtics and the Suns. Celtics are 8.5-point totals. They got the W over the weekend against the Wizards. Now they get the Phoenix Suns. Suns are still without Big Mark Dub. They're without Dylan Brooks. Boston pretty healthy except for Vooch. Namias Queta, man, has been cooking. He had a 20-point double-double against Washington over the weekend. He's saving my best ball bags out there. Love what Nemi's doing. They did sign Sir Charles Bassey, Summer League Celtic legend, to a 10-day. I don't expect him to actually get any minutes, but he's there. Celtics should win this matchup. The only two Phoenix Suns that I'm excited about are Booker and Jalen Green. Jalen Green, 2 consecutive, or he's had like 50 plus and 46 plus fantasy points. Booker had a down spot over the weekend, but put up like 60 fantasy points. I think it was on Friday night. He's looked good, but Boston should roll in this spot. They get a couple of tough games coming up, so it's important they secure these W's. They got a big one next week. Minnesota is on Sunday, I think. That's a peacock game. But this should be a good one for the Celtics. Low total, though, 213.5. I mentioned Nemi because there's no Mark Williams and no Nick Richards, who is traded to the Chicago Bulls. Nemi should probably beat up Oso Ighodaro tonight. Whoops, I clicked something. Okay, you want to look at this dog shit game. Memphis Grizzlies and the Chicago Bulls. Bulls favored by 5.5. We have a total the size of California. Okay, these are the Grizzlies guys that are out, right? Look at the Grizz that are out. The Grizz are without Ja Morant, Santi Aldama, Zach Edey, Brandon Clark, Scottie Pippen, the Jr., Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Gigi Jackson's doubtful. Ty Jerome is doubtful. Walter Clayton Jr. is questionable. Here are some guys on the team. Javon Small and Cam Spencer probably are best shots at 30 minutes. Taylor Hendricks maybe too with no Gigi Jackson. Cedric Howard is the guy that I would like to see play 30 minutes, but he seems like he's capped at 24 or 25. Olivia Maxence Prosper. He should play mid-20s. They have a guy who sounds like he's a hockey player going up against Shorzy. Dejon Jarry. He's playing basketball. DJP saying Jalen Wells season. Brother, I don't know if it's ever Jalen Wells season. He's been playing full minutes all the time, but like without doing anything. Although, I don't know. He's coming off a 23-point game. Maybe Jalen Wells, sure. Tyler Burton, that's somebody that's played 29 and 27 minutes on a 10-day contract. God damn, Memphis. The one thing I did want to shout out is on the Chicago side, right? Like, obviously, Josh Giddey. I think you could make a case to be clicking Giddey over Jalen Johnson this morning. But the other thing with here, the Chicago, is this, like, guys, I hate to do this. I really do. Is it Jalen Smith night? Okay, so Jalen Smith, since coming back from injury, right? He played 3 games. On March 8th, he played 20 minutes, okay? Okay, whatever. On March 10th, against the Warriors, he played 34 minutes, 12 points, 12 boards, 3 dimes. Against the Lakers, he played 30 minutes, 14 and 4. The Bulls are on a back-to-back, right? They did Lakers, and then they went to Aspiration Dome to play the Clippers the next night. He did not play that game. But if Jalen Smith is playing 30 minutes, I think against Memphis, who's going to slow down Jalen Smith? The corpse of Taj Gibson, Olivia Maxence Prosper. If he's playing 30 minutes, let's go. NBA J saying Oso could put up a 15-point double-double with a couple of stocks. Prosper has been good for me. Yeah, Prosper I think is solid. Yeah, Precious Achiuwa has been going nuts. I like Prosper tonight. Oso's fine. The only problem with Oso, he has a tough time getting the ball in the hoop, but he's going to be out there for a lot of minutes. So it's a good volume play. Anyways, really like Jalen Smith tonight. You could dabble with Trey Jones too if you wanted. Mavs and the Pelés. Pelicans are favored by 8.5. I mentioned DeJounte Murray came down with a cold. He's questionable tonight. If DeJounte does not go, I think big Zion. It could be a Zion experience. We haven't seen the ceiling lately, but if DeJounte misses, Zion and Trey Murphy get nice boosts. No McGowan, so that means Jeremiah Fears. Maybe his minutes go up. But I got to tell you, I think the move this morning, you just take the risk and play DeJounte in. DeJounte's been too good, man. DeJounte's been way too good. I think I'm just going to do it. Sorry, I need more caffeine. Let's do a mental health check. Let's do a mental health check so I can get some more caffeine in me. But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. Man, we had good volume on the hair there, right? Less grays, really good volume. Like Conan. Shout out Conan. Conan was funny last night. I fucking love Conan, man. If we ever find out he did something horrible, I will be so sad. I love Conan O'Brien. On the Maverick side of stuff, I mentioned the Gafford thing, right? If Gafford doesn't go, I don't know if Common Man in the chat has to take boots on the ground in Dallas, but if he doesn't go, PJ Washington's pretty fun tonight. Not really scared of the Pelicans defense, right? I mean, 238.5 point total. Other than that, I mean, does Middleton sit on the back-to-back? Yeah, Taylor's saying, I love that Fear's older brother is playing in March Madness. I know. Which, again, reminder, go to Splash Sports, splashsports.com. Come hang out. Come hang out in our March Madness survivor pool. All right, anything else here on this game? I don't know. I want to get some more Dallas guys, but, I mean, obviously, Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag. It's been great. Trying to be rookie of the year. Lakers and Rockets, H-Town, favored by 2.5. Kind of surprised by this. Kind of surprised that Houston's favored. That makes me think the questionable Gooner, Şengün, who's got lower back pain, missed the last game. He's queued up. I think he's going to go. I don't know why Houston would be favored by 2.5. I don't think Houston's a good team. I'm just not a believer, all right? I'm not. I refuse to believe in this Houston team. They should have traded for Ayo Dosunmu at the deadline. They didn't. They're dead. If Şengün is in, that changes things a little bit for Amen Thompson and KD, but they're still great plays. Amen Thompson is just going to play 40 minutes, which is fun. I would say if Şengün misses, Reed Shepherd gets a nice boost. Jabari Smith Jr. is going to play 35 to 37 minutes regardless of who's available. So Bari over Tari. That's what some are saying. Shout out Nez. Nez was on this train way ahead of everybody else. Projections every single day. It's like, who's a great play? Tari Eason. Who's a bad play? Jabari Smith Jr. And that's been wrong for a month. So yeah, shout out Jabari. On the Lakers, it's the same thing. It's Luka. I think this matchup's a little bit more challenging for Austin Reeves. Although if they put Amen Thompson, do they put Amen on Luka? And then who gets the Austin Reeves assignment? Is that Dorian Finney-Smith? Is he going to be out there if there's no Şengün? I don't really know. But either way, tougher matchup for Austin. Not really scared of Amen Thompson is a great defender, but it's Luka, right? It's still Luka. That's going to be a fun game. Excited to watch that one on the clock. And then we also how do they got 2 games on the clock tonight? In the last game, Spurs against the Clippers, the San Antonio on the road favored by 9.5. That tells you everything you need to know about Kawhi's ankle. He won't be playing basketball tonight. No Kawhi, though. Take out your calculators. It's Benny Math night. Benedict Mathurin, Darius Garland. That's pretty fun. Johnny Collins, JC, are you with me? He's back. He played 20 minutes in his first game back after missing like a week or two. I imagine he's still kind of in that 24-minute range. I don't know. Hard to get excited about any of these clips that are not named Math and Garland. And then on the Spurs side, I mentioned no Harper, no Lucas Cornett, but you just fire up the Castle, the Fox, and the Wemby. That's where we're at. Let's go over to Underdog for a little bit and then we'll wrap up here. I don't know. I'll talk through my ranks that I built, but I'm not going to build them from scratch. Let's switch these things around so that we can build it better tomorrow. Let's go into there. Yes. Let's go over to Underdog. I want to check in on best ball here because, all right. So this was week 1. We just completed week 1 of round 3, the semifinals. We're in the semifinals right now of best ball. And as you can see, we got to blow that up. You can barely see that shit. So let's blow this up. As you can see here, we've got one team going through. We got a team in second and a team in third with 1 week to go. It is stressful up here. The Nuggets put their 2-way guy on Luka over there. $130 million defense. Who's are you talking about Christian Brown? I thought Christian Brown was covering Luka. No, or am I missing who you're talking about? All right, we're people calling their shot. Mathurin putting up 40 tonight. All right. It's crazy that 1 year in Castle is the 3rd most important player on the Spurs. I know it is crazy. You've got 3 of your 6 teams left making the finals. Oh, Matty Harrison, let's go. With Spencer Jones. Was that down the stretch? I know they used a bunch of different guys on him in that game. All right. Anyway, so this is the team that I've gone through right now. So what is kind of fun about this team is if it actually does get through, I'm going to get a low-owned Tyrese Maxey into the finals. Yeah, you can change the names of your team. If we get a low-owned Maxey would be fun because, he's not playing this week either, right? But this team has Maxey, Spida, Austin Reeves, Emmanuel Quickly, and Cedric Howard. For the wings, we have Trey Murphy, Benedict Mathurin, who gets a boost here with no Kawhi, Tobias Tamani, Kyle Kuzma, who's scoring for me, PJ Washington, okay, Neesmith and Bags. And then it's a 3 big lineup. Jokic with 4 games this week. Nemias Queta, I think, has 4 games this week. And then the groomed Kyle Filipowski. So that's a fun one. This team that's in second, we're chasing prayers up, not prayers up, but Father, Son, and the Holy Winky Christ. Shout out Winky. He's got 993. This one's kind of fun, too. It's only got 4 guards. It's Luka Magic, Harden, Maxey, and Yegor Demon. So really, it's only got 2 guards in Luka and Harden. Kawhi, that kind of sucks. Benny Math, Ace Bailey, Wiggs, Eason, Kuz, PJ, and Sandro. And then the bigs are a mess. Jaren Jackson Jr., Donovan Kling-Kong, Draymond, and Queta. But I got a team in 3rd and 4th. I actually think this 3rd place team's a little bit more fun if I remember. So this is a Cade team, which is pretty unique here. Cade, Pritchard, we need Kevin Porter Jr., Harper's out, Mitchell, and Coward. So we desperately need a big Pritchard or a big KPJ week. And then it's got Cooper, DeMar, and Kawhi. That hurts. And then the bigs, it's Zion, and Yeka, Kyle, and Queta. That team's actually kind of dead. Maybe was it this one? I think it was this one. See, this is in 4th place, but it's only like 14 points off of, or 17 points off of 4th. Again, it's Maxey. These guards are dead, though. Dyson, Hero, Clayton Beal, Kasparis. But the wing, Kawhi too. JJ, Kawhi, OG. Yeah, but it's got Jokic. So really, my best shot is the 5-guard build with Jokic. That's pretty fun. But anyways, good to have a sweat. Good to have a sweat. And then let's just look at the ranks for tonight. I'll kind of talk you through it. I thought ADP was actually pretty good this morning. I didn't really hate it too much. I did put Giddey over JJ this morning. I got Paolo there. I put Amen and KD ahead of Book. I don't really love the Book spot. You can do it, but I don't love it. I left Denny at ADP, but I might do something like that. I might actually put Cooper ahead of Tatum and Denny here and just go that way. I'm just nervous Denny's going to miss. I have Zion up here. Put Kling-Kong ahead of Bane and Trey Murphy this morning. I'll probably move that around. I'll probably actually slide Bane back ahead. Bane has been hooping lately. I know he's coming off a 31-point game, but 41, 40, 46.5, 54, 40. That's pretty fun. And then Goon. I'm just going to play Goon in this morning. I have him ahead of LeBron. Buzelis, I think, is fine. Fox is fine. Garland's right there. I kept DeJounte at ADP. I put Kawhi down there. It's a free swap, whatever. And in the 6th round, Benedict Math, Jalen Suggs, really like both of those guys. I mentioned Atlanta. If you think Denny sits, Drew Holiday and Jeremy Grant get nice boosts. And then I have Jalen Smith there at 36. If we look at some of the teams I completed, do I have anything fun here? I did 15 this morning. I autoed 15 this morning. Here we go. Luka, JB Flag, Goon, Castle, Kawhi picked 36. That's fine. Or 35, I guess. Okay. All right. I'm probably have a little bit more Leonard than I want then. Giddey, Denny. Yeah. We got another Luka team. Luka, KD, Kling-Kong, Goon, Castle, Suggs. That's fun, man. Suggs should be getting drafted. No. Okay. Let's look at a Wemby team. Wemby, Tatum, Zion, DeJounte, Castle, Kawhi. Man, I probably got a lot. And then this other Wemby team, we got Wemby, Flag, Zion, Fox, Castle, Kawhi. All right, we got a lot of Kawhi. We're gonna have a lot of swaps. Let me get to the chat here, and then we'll wrap up for today. But just a reminder, like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. We'll be back at 4 p.m. on Elite Fantasy Sports with Live Before Lock. Oh, Kalani said you have a Jokic, Sar, JJ, Trey, Knip, Mitchell got knocked because full team, like 3 of them. And the Alex Sar stuff sucks, man. Sar should be going nuts. And then, dude, I'm with you, NBA J. Kuzma's just tilting, man. And Sadiq Bey's been great. Oh yeah, and we do have a baseball stream tomorrow. I think it's going to be a weekly So Rare MLB show. It's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern. Our guy Jump Shoot's going to hang out with us. I think we're going to do that every week starting tomorrow, but I'm not sure if it's weekly yet, but stay tuned to that. Still starts at 4 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So that'll be fun. We're going to call it there. When is it? It starts in 10 days, or 9 days now. 9 days, maybe? I don't know. It starts soon. We're going to call it there. Thanks for hanging today. Look at that. An hour on the dot. You love to see it. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you guys tomorrow or later today. Live Before Lock.